Hi, it's Chris Watkin here, back at the Propertymark 2021 conference, and I'm joined by Melissa York, who's the Deputy Property Editor for The Times. Melissa, roll the clock back 20 years and it took an average of 12 weeks between a sale agreed and completion. Today, it's 19 weeks. Is that what the issue is with the property market?
I mean, that's been exacerbated by the stamp duty holiday, no doubt about it, which is obviously over now, but you've still got that backlog. Also a massive demand in people wanting to change their lifestyles during COVID. It means you've got this huge demand to move at the moment. So yeah, it's not always that bad usually. But I think when you look at the way that the buying and selling process is done around the world, we could definitely learn a lot from other countries in terms of reservation agreements, for instance. You know, gazumping, for instance, I wouldn't say it's rife, but it's always a worry in the back of people's minds when they're moving. The costs involved. I spoke to someone recently who said, I'm currently at the get out of bed, pay £500 point of moving. If we could all kind of package it up into much more of a cohesive kind of package so everyone knows what they're paying at the outset. The conveyancing process as well could be so much more transparent. I think at the moment people, they put their offer in, gets accepted, they're all very excited, and they hear nothing for what can be like 6 weeks.
Do you think the issue is with estate agents with lack of communication, or is it the case of mortgage companies are too slow, or is it just conveyancers are just known as problem finders, or all the above?
I think it's all of the above. I think conveyancers have been taking on too much work. And actually, when you see the amount of cases that some conveyancers have to deal with, you couldn't possibly be communicative with every single one of your clients in the way that you need to be. I also think with lenders, perhaps we need to have a look at the mortgage in principle and the way that's done. Because at the moment, it seems like there are an awful lot of people that get a mortgage in principle and then they find it takes them ages to actually find an approval. We need to bridge that gap, I think, so that when people come in with a mortgage in principle, it's something that can be trusted much more. And then you mentioned something else, I can't remember at the start, but that one too.
I think we've got solicitors finding problems. We've got estate agents not communicating. We've got the mortgage companies dragging their feet. Yeah. What does it need? Does it just need the Law Society and organisations like Propertymark and just to bang their heads together? Because we're dealing with archaic property law that goes back to King Henry VIII's time.
Yeah, I think that at the minute it's a bit fragmented, and you need everyone to sit around a table and work out how it's going to be beneficial for all of them to just to amalgamate some of their services, or just have a bit more link up. I mean, at the moment it's absurd that when you're moving from one local authority to another, the searches can take 3 weeks in one place and 6 weeks in another.
Interesting you talk about the number of conveyancers. Do you think some of that's to do with the fact is that the price of conveyancing has been severely dragged down, and also they expect estate agents expect kickbacks? Do you think if that wasn't the case, people would pay more and actually get a better service?
Yeah, at the moment I think there's very kind of poor consumer choice at the bottom of the conveyancing tree, as it were, the roots of it, and I think there are an awful lot of first-time buyers that just take the advice of estate agents in terms of conveyancing, and I think that they go with the cheapest quote, which sometimes can be a call centre ages away. So yeah, definitely, I think that there are an awful lot of people that go into it and they don't really know what service they're paying for.
Thank you for your time today. Cheers.
Thank you.